All right, welcome to Order Flow Outlaw. I don't have my voice, so I'm a little extra outlaw raspy than I normally am. My goal here is basically to just be another voice out there on Bookmap. I don't claim to be an expert. Matter of fact, my journey in futures trading is relatively new. I would say I've been trading about 6 months, and yeah, still learning, but I figured that I would put this out there, and for those that want to trade with me live, by all means, join me. I do follow Carmine Rosado's methodology, vested trade. Really like his style of order flow trading, and so a lot of my style is going to emanate that, although my chart and everything isn't going to be completely the same. I do use Bookmap primarily. He uses some footprint charts, Bookmap, and obviously TradingView, some traditional charting. So so I'm just going to get right into this. It is almost our opening bell, and so what we want to do, I'm going to clear out my Bookmap chart now, just to get a bit of a fresh start just before the market open. What I like to do is look at a lot of news and see what news we have, and what my levels are as far as looking for Bookmap growth. So let's look at TradingView real quick. Let's see. So this is the VIX. Kind of measures the level of volatility. We're going to talk about that as I do, so I use that a little bit. Trading, this is the S&P, the ES futures contract, the June contract, EM24. I'm on a 20-minute time frame. These green rectangles here represent some of the buying zones I've discovered. It's where it's not necessarily just support resistance, it's more than that. I do sometimes mark resistance, but it's really where the green is basically demand, basically where buyers usually step in because price is cheap and we have buying moves. If there is a strong momentum going in one direction as far as buying, then that's what the green is usually signifies. I don't know if you can see this. I'll zoom in a little bit more. So here we have a basing candle, a couple basing candles, and then we have a strong move up. We had a move up down here as well. So we have one down here, basing, and then a strong move up. So if it comes back into this level or this level, I'm looking to look at buyers or sellers, see if there's, who's stepping in. If there's resistance, if buyers step in, then I'm going to take it all the way up to this sell resistance, supply zone, oversupply. So basically when sellers started stepping in and taking a strong move back down. So that's where I am going to be looking to go. These will also be my target and entry, and I have the blue here marked for I believe that was the all-time high. It's right around the all-time high, just for a mental note. So FOMC, if we want to look at the calendar, we've got Wednesday, March 20th, and we have several things coming out at 11 Pacific Standard Time, which is 2 Pacific. A lot of federal funds rate, FOMC, economic projections. Not much before that. So mediocre news, less impactful moves, but very impactful moves later. So we could see the market not only move in the first hour today, but also move later on as we go on. So, all right, let's go back to Bookmap and we'll start just keeping an eye on the market. I'm not going to be talking the whole time. So market's open for the past 3 minutes. Volume on the DOM. So when I do Bookmap, I'm going to be keeping an eye on depth of market DOM chart as well. I do like that. The biggest thing that I'm paying attention to is the speed of the ticker tape. You can see that on Bookmap too, but I really like seeing it here. You see some of the order book on the orders on the book up here, which is also highlighted on Bookmap, but correlates here. I like seeing the delta, the volume profile delta at that price. So that's what this is telling me. So it shows me how many more aggressive buyers or sellers in that price. So like right now we have very strong sell-off right here. That is coming into one of my zones here. I'm going to talk about that. A lot of selling, but if you look at the big bubbles, it means there's also a lot of buyers on the other side of the book absorbing that and buying that. Massive selling right here. Okay. But again, there's still a lot of buyers on the other side of this. All right, let's look at my chart again real quick, and we'll look at my zone. So my zone's really down to 34. If I see it come down to there, then I'm going to start looking where I'm at. we're seeing some buying. Step back in. Wanted it to come down to 34s or lower before I stepped in. So I'm not really interested in anything yet. And I think that's what's some important things that we've got to think about when we're trading is that we don't always need to be taking a trade. You know, if you don't see your setup, don't trade. It's one of the things that I've tried to really hone into myself. And I think Carmine Rosado is really good at this. He's really good on the psychological aspect of it. You know, your strategy is actually not the hardest part. The hardest part is handling and dealing with your own emotions. And trading will pull out. It's almost like, you know, a coach or a life coach or a therapist in front of you, right? It's going to pull out your fears, your emotions, and your greed. You know, all the negative and positive things about you are going to come out in trading, and it's going to reveal a lot of things to you. And then you're going to have to learn to reflect on those things. If you don't reflect on those things, it's going to be a long process. So every day I'm reflecting on it. I notice I'm finding myself still being new, doing the same mistakes. Now we're seeing some good buying take in. In this zone down here, I like to mark up my chart a little bit if Bookmap will allow. I sometimes have issues with this. I'll draw a rectangle if I can. See, for some reason, I haven't figured out why. Sometimes I can draw, and sometimes it seems like I can't draw. I don't know why my source seems stuck. Like I'm trading, but my Bookmap's not showing up on the screen right. I'm not real sure why that is. Yeah, it's not even moving. It's not good.